Oh, I think we are live. Are we live? Think so. Oh, there's my 100-year-old. Ah, here we are. All right, here we are. Railroads online. Say hi, Pinky. Pinky Cam. Pinky Cam, say hi. That's my wife, Pinky. She's over there doing her own thing while I'm over here doing my thing. Hey, welcome to Desert Charley videos. Uh my wonderful secret audience, you all. I've just started uh Railroads Online about a month ago or so ago, and I've built this huge layout based upon the Highland Pacific Railroad. And what I've done is I have preloaded 14 trains. Yes, 14 trains. This is the three passenger trains and 14 freight trains. So this is the city train of Monrovia, El Monte, Arcadia, and Chillicothe. Those are our train. That's the one train there that this is our General Highland Pacific route, but let's take a look. We are here at the freight depot, and let's go down to the big city of Rock Ridge. Why do I say it's a big city? Well, because it is, really. This is Rock Ridge. This is our big town down at the southern part of the map. It is the headquarters of the Highland Pacific. And here is our first engine we used. Call the like and subscribe. A friendly reminder that likes are free and subscriptions are refundable. All you have to do is just take them back when you don't like it, but give them when you do. So this was our first passenger train. You saw the second one that was built over there. This is the Norma, and this was our holiday special. It was all green and red, but this is the Desert Charley private car, and we're going to take a look at the Pinky Sky private car, the Cliff private car, because Tim is always first in the comments. Oh, wait, look, who's in the comments? That's Tim. Hi, Tim. Welcome aboard Desert Charlie videos. We got a new car, the Pamela K. This was named after my sister because she is a fan. She's called and written me, and we've talked about it, and she's been watching the YouTube channel. And so that is way cool. I was very impressed, so I named a car after her. And of course, I had to get my brother in here too by the nickname of Johnny Tank. So we've got a pretty long passenger car train, 5 cars here, and then a caboose. So this is the corporate headquarters, the HPRR main office, and we have built a yard over here, an engine yard. This is our engine yard facility, turntable, and car maintenance shop. But over here, we have another loaded train. So like I said, we have four. Oh, look, that there was a bug in Railroads Online that if you save a game, you're not guaranteed they're connected when you load. You have to check every train. But anyway, this is our coal train. Woo! Oh, sorry about that. The coal train is loaded, preloaded, ready to go. What other loaded trains do we have here, Desert Charlie? Well, let's take a look at the cattle. So I have a cheat mode which allows me to run super fast, which is pretty cool actually. So the train is already loaded with all the cattle inside. You want to see? Let's take a look. Hello, ladies. How are you doing in there? You kind of cramped? Don't jump out. Don't jump. I know you want out. Don't jump out. They're on their way to the market, and there's that bug again. I'm going to have to check every loaded train to see if they've become uncoupled. And this is really serious because if you have anything parked on a grade, they're going to go running down that grade. It's going to be really bad. So that's bad. All right, let's look for more trains. What else do we have? Through the woods here. Over to the smelter. We have another train that is fully loaded. This is engine 14, the first largest engine on the Highland Pacific here. And it is loaded with box cars, metal tools. It has all the steel pipes ready to go. And we ran out of steel pipes to finish the entire train load. That's okay. We got more supplies incoming, and when the supplies come in from the other loaded trains, we can make some more steel pipes. So we have a full load of lumber, because lumber is needed for the toolboxes. We are short on iron, so there is no iron. And we have enough coal. We have plenty of coal to make some more. So let's find some more loaded trains. Well, we talked about, let's jump up to the mountain district to the north. And up here, this is the Bolt Lumber and Highland Pacific shared engine shops. There's the other headquarters back there, water tank. And there is a lumber mill up here. This is Stemple's Mill. That's one of the optional industries you can add. And if we come running really fast over here, let's take a look at what we got. We have a lumber train with beams that's already loaded. Oh, it's a mixed lumber train of beams and lumber. And then here, in engine number 8, we have a lot of iron that is loaded. The raw iron that's needed down there at the ironworks factory. And this is one of the longest trains on the layout. This one and the steel pipe train are the longest trains. So these are insanely long. Look how long. That's all iron that's just been produced. Tons and tons and tons of iron. That's a lot of iron. All right. So there you go. That is a really long train of iron. And we have 4 grades on the Highland Pacific here. We have a 2% grade, 2 4% grades, and 1 6% grade. So I can't take that down to 6%. It just goes way too fast. But this one is a cordwood train, and this train is a little special. That comes here from the log mill here. This cordwood facility is pretty much an extension of the uh, oh, let's see, what do you call it? Uh, the smelter. The smelter needs tons and tons and tons of wood. And I had a smaller engine because I was only running like 2 cars at a time. And then I got it up to 4 cars, and then the little engine couldn't pull that. But this engine does pull it. It was the second engine I bought in the game, and this is a Shay locomotive with a top speed of 5 to 7 miles per hour. So it can't get into too much trouble, and it is pretty strong pulling the force. Let me show you as far as it goes. This is a spur line, and the spur comes across. Check this out. This is something I invented. This comes across the actual iron load here. Now, I can't fill up the iron too much because it would stop this. But it climbs this very small 1% grade over here to the cordwood facility. And this is the cordwood. That's where all that cordwood is dropped. And normally you're out of cordwood, but because of this short run, it keeps the sawmill pretty well stocked. Only the iron comes from a very large distance. But this is an interesting spur track. This spur track actually comes to an end. Right here. Look at this. Comes to a stop right here. Let's take a zoom out of this. There it is right there. That's the end of the trail. And it just so happens that at 5 miles an hour, when the train bumps into this, it's in alignment to start unloading the rear cars. And all I have to do is put it in slow motion reverse, and it unloads the cars. I can demonstrate that. Do, 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 do. And he runs so fast. Look at that. I'm Flash. I am Flash Gordon. Look at Flash Gordon? No, that ain't who is. Anyway, this cracks me up. All right, let's see. Uh, well, I could demonstrate this one. Well, let's continue our loaded train tour. So I got to be back in first person mode again. Let's go back to the map. Let's go down to that iron ore mine that I was just telling you about. So at the iron ore mine, hope somebody's keeping tracks of the number of trains that are loaded. At the iron ore, there is a small little town here for the residents of the iron mine. There is the iron mine there that you can see. And it is needing lumber supplies for more iron. But here is the iron ore train. These are all unit trains for the most part. Let's get up here and take a look. There we go. So see, that's the iron ore that is on this turnaround holding track. And that goes up the hill to the smelter. So we can run this one too. And that will dump that off and make us more iron. Yeah, but the iron is already full. All right, let's take a look at the oil industry. When we go to the oil fields, teleport our telegram to the oil fields. And we have a train here. And this train is a unit train, but a small mix that it carries the oil barrels. And in these are loaded with these spouts here. And you can see that they are full of oil. There you go. 12 of 12, 13,000 pounds. These are really heavy. And these are pulled by my special Sixth Empire train, which is the other part of my persona. Hey, Tim, what do you think of the Sixth Empire train? It's all red, like the Pope. Sixth Empire car. And the caboose. Check out the caboose. Woo! Too fast. Sorry. There. Sixth Empire Eve. There you go. Oh, there you go. All right. So, what other loaded trains do we have? I don't think we have any at the refinery, but way up at the wheat farm. The wheat farm is looking pretty good. We got This is the home of Carl. Uh, I'm out of water. There's zero water, even though it shows some in the tank. They gotta fix that. This is where the seed pellets come from from the depots, and I put my own cover over it because I don't like wet seeds. I don't want them to mildew out and get spoiled. But when I say home of Carl, what do I mean? That's Carl. Let's go take a look at Carl. Carl cracks me up. So there's a ladder here. You can take this ladder up. All right. And then I built this bridge. Check out this bridge because there's no bridge there. So I built this bridge out of planks. It's a little trippy. Oh, there's Carl. Hi, Carl. It doesn't crow when I'm up here. I guess I.
Greg.
Oh, Greg? Is it Greg or Carl?
Greg.
Greg. Greg. Oh, it could be Greg. Pinky says it was Greg. So I didn't name him. I think that was like the community named him. And what's funny about right now, this game is in pre-development, and so right now there is one human, uh, 48 cows, and one chicken, and and the and the chicken's looking really good, and the cows are looking great. I hope they do passengers soon because I want to see people milling around on the streets and in front of buildings, and I want to see all that. So I have a big two wheat fields that are growing here. I'm out of hay because I've picked up all the straw hay bales. So let's catch up. Let's do a super run. Super run to the other loaded train. So this is where the company has their default uh, water, potable water, not to be confused with engine water, but I have both tanks here. So I have this is a unit train, and the unit train consists of straw bales, and look, there it is. There's that bug. Ah, that is so dangerous because that means somewhere on a grade there could be some runaway trains. The air too. Oh, please guys, fix that bug. That's a critical bug. All right. Uh, Purity Springs, Crystal Lake water, White Sky water, Arrowhead water, Bruno Mountain water, and finally, Sparklets water. Ah, look at there. Man, even the engine. Oh, I really don't like that spot. I mean, I'm going to have to go around and check all the trains before even, broadcasting, running them around. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so let me show you our newest area of all. I know I'm missing a few trains, but I said 3 passenger trains. So this is our area called Bayshore because we are on a small little tourist town, here on a station, and it's Bayshore because it's on the side of Blue Lake. At the Highland Pacific, Bayshore actually goes out to the Pacific Ocean, but we don't have the ocean here. But I did put a 3-mile long track all the way around the Bayshore Lake and created the Bayshore Tours. Bayshore Tours. So they have a tourist Legacy, the third engine that I've uh, purchased, a retired Bolt Lumber Heisler. And this Heisler always has the compressor running, which bugs me like you wouldn't believe. I'm not misophonic, but that compressor just never shuts off. And you need the compressor to run the brakes. But the Bayshore Tours, these are little bunk cars with bench seats, and you can sit in here and ride around and view the entire lake as the train makes its entire run all the way around the lake track. And there's 2 tracks here because there's the second track. There's 2 tracks here because the Highland Pacific passenger service comes in with its 4 cars and drops off the tourists so they can ride the tourist train all the way around the 3-mile length of track. And yeah, it's, ooh, that was Superman jump. And I made a little pier here. Let's check out the pier. There we go. There's a little pier out here with my favorite little seat and bench and a little lantern for nighttime. But yeah, there's the lake. Red Rock Mesa in the distance there. The lumber mill is directly across the lake, and the track goes all the way around. It actually climbs up a 3% grade to get around one of the points. and cliffs, but as much as possible. It does run through the swamp, so the tourists do get a chance to see some of the swamp areas. Uh, yeah, that when the lake is over full, then then it goes out there. And there's a another little viaduct in the distance there, and then it runs around to Little River. There's Coyote Point. It does run around. Let's run along the shore here at super speed. Up through the tracks. Super speed. Bullet train. And this is, I'm a little proud of this, the bridge to nowhere. Now is a bridge to somewhere. It is the Little River Bridge, because on this side of the track is Little River. This is where Little River enters Blue Lake. So that's pretty cool. And then here, there is a small Y that is here. There's a teleport station here to change the Y. But from right here, this is the beginning of the 2% grade all the way up to the iron mine, that goes all the way up the hill. So those are the three trains. Those are the oh, here, let me take you on a quick tour of the waterfall. There are no tracks coming up here, so it's a hiking trail only. We have a little ranger station here. There's the source of the Little River, which is actually more like an aqueduct. So there's the waterfall, Little River waterfall. And this is actually the end of the map. See, I can't go any forward, even though there's scenery back behind there. There is another waterfall there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's another waterfall there. Let's see, I can cross the river. Let me go down to the shore. Oh, look what I built. I built a raft and she's ready for float, but it doesn't float. It's just static. But I thought it was kind of cute to make make my own raft. All right, I'm going to get my feet wet. Come across here. So I want to see that second waterfall. Can we see it from here? I think we can. Yep, there it is. All right, there we go. There's the second waterfall. And all of that is inaccessible. That's actually part of the scenery that is off the map. So I was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see that. There you can see the green arrow on the map, and I am exactly on the edge of the map. So the map visually is larger than you can access, and that's cool. That's okay. And then there is the waterfall. All right, I got a couple other scenery points to show you. One, let's go up to these fire lookouts. So we'll go up to this one. Uh, I used to be a fire lookout. Matter of fact, if you go to Wikipedia and look up fire lookout, you'll see a picture of me and my wife's Pinky. So this is my U.S. Forest Service telegraph station. And I have a little lookout point. This is pretty much almost, uh, well, it's the highest point in the south that overlooks the entire map. Pretty much everything you could see except that snowy area is accessible by railroads online. And so there's Little River you can see in the distance there, and we're about as high as Coyote Point. I did try to put a lookout on top of Coyote Point, and it failed miserably. That was a waste of an hour and a half, but it was laughable. Off in the distance is Red Rock Mesa, and I do have a fire lookout point up there. And then way off in the distance is the cliffs. Uh, I haven't named that yet. But let's take a run over to Red Rock Mesa lookout. Okay, here's Red Rock Mesa. And this is up on a mesa. So I can look at this side. It's pretty large actually. This whole mesa up here. So that's looking back towards that mountain we just came from. There's Blue Lake there. And if we run over here, I don't understand that. Just explain it to me. We come over here. There we can see the multiple towns and the lake, and that's Red Rock Mesa Village down there. Then way out there is Rockdale Junction. Then over there is the town of Faco, and then the lumber mill, uh, the Blue Lake Lumber Mill, not to be confused with the Stemple Lumber Mill. There is the swamp area when the lake overflows. It's been a wet year, so it overflowed. So we have to raise the tracks up. And then down that valley that way in the center, in that valley, that's where Rock Ridge is down there. And then the pier and the tourist areas across the lake that way. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Don! Oh, Don Lenny is on the channel. Wow, if you're a regular, you might get a car named after you, just so you know. We've been naming passenger cars for the long-term viewers. All right, so let's take the map jump over to the other fire lookout. And this fire lookout, this is very, very far from civilization. So this guy actually needed a house. So there you go. See, fire lookout. I'm going to put those fire lookout signs on each one. So the fire lookout lives up here on the house. But he has to go down to this rock ledge. And ooh, almost fell off. I got to watch that super speed button. So let's see. Let's see what. Yep, there we go. Oh, I'm floating. Is that a bug? That's really weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks a little better. Let me try that again. There are some invisible wall things that the game is trying to deal with. A lot of it's not up to their control. Part of it is due to oh, that's weird. Okay, I put myself. Now I'm in the rock. Sorry, folks. Just dealing with my own immersion. There, it's better. Now I'm on the edge. This is where I do my the hills are alive with the sound of choo-choos. All right, so there you can see Red Rock Mesa in the distance, and you can see the unnamed mountain off there, and I haven't named these cliffs. Off this direction that I'm looking at now, that is Bruno, and that is the home of that's where we just came from. There's a lumber mill up there, and there's the uh, not the refinery, oh, what do you call it? The smelter that is up there. So there we go. All right, what happens if you fall off the cliff? I know you're all wondering what happens. So I know let's take a running jump at it. Okay, ready? Here we go. I always land on my feet. There you go. I'm totally safe. Not a problem. Like I said, I do have a cheat enabled that allows me to trans run at very high speeds here and around and around and around and around. Oh, yeah, we do have the cattle train. The cattle train is supposed to be coming here to drop off cattle at the Schmidt Fine Meats. Yeah, it does have a slaughterhouse, which is kind of a lot of the gamers. They're kind of like they don't know what to make of this. It's like, where do you think you get your meat from, folks? It comes from cattle. So when you grow your cattle, I have like 48 cattle right now. Oh wait, I also added this new town. This is Rockdale Junction. This is the residential and business end of town. A good old, 1880s ghost town here. I can't wait till they get horses and people. They just need to have like people milling about on the streets. And I hope they give us the ability to do some ground textures too, so we can put some nice streets in here and make a story. The other thing too is since this is a multiplayer game, they should make it so we can walk inside like the saloon and we can sit and talk with each other inside. Because right now you can't do that. Hello? Anybody in there? Can't. Nope. Nobody home. Ah, sigh. Right. We did put a fence around our town Christmas tree. That'll stay up all year while it's a living tree. We will grow that. We added some lanterns to that so people in buggies don't run into it. Lit every night. So then at Christmas time, we'll decorate that. Hopefully, the developers might even give us a placeable Christmas tree. That'd be kind of nice. Some Christmas decorations. And Church of the Sixth Empire is very strong here in the Highland Pacific. So here's another church. And I did something a little different here. I made my own graveyard. There's no graveyard. But I took some planks and put them up vertically to kind of symbolize a graveyard next to the church. That's a lot of fun. And inside the engine shop here, come on, open door. Ugh. Okay, make this easier, guys. Guys. Oh, see, you got to get right up on stuff. They could fix that. Okay, in here is the standby Highland Pacific uh, cart. And we can take the cart. You can hear the cows from the slaughter mill. You take the cart and take it for a ride. Oh, but I better not do that because there's a train out there. So that's bad. That's bad. I don't want to throw that switch. I'll put the brake off and get off, and we'll just leave that outside for a while. There it is. Yeah, we'll leave that outside. Well, that's kind of the tour of the 14 trains. Due to technical issues with the bug in the game, I'm going to have to go through and make sure every train is reconnected back up. Uh, I think the passenger train is okay. We just ran that one recently. Did some testing, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. This is the second large engine of the class, the Seattle. 14 and 15 are the largest engines. Okay, so here are the control panels off to the side. Just gonna move it forward a little bit just to the check to see if we are moving. Oh, we are a complete unit. What do you know? All right. Well, we're underway. And so let's see. I guess if we're underway, the boiler is going to need some fuel. Open up the... There we go. We got some fire going now. So we're going to need some fire in here. I hope there's no deer or people on the track because, while I'm putting coal in here, I'm not watching what's on the track ahead of me. Am I missing me? There we go, 85%. That'll work. Yeah, see, I can come down here. Who knows what's ahead of me? I think the switches are all okay. Trying to turn the headlight on. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! I'm getting beat in the head. Whee! All right. Forget the headlight. It's daytime. We don't need the headlight. All right. We are coming through the lumber camp here. Good thing to give them a whistle. Get all the workers off the track. I could stop and drop off maybe some workers or passengers, since, this is a passenger train. Maybe it's not an official stop though, so have to provide for their own transportation. As you can tell, we're building up steam slowly, and we're going a little faster and faster. This is a really fast engine. I got to be really careful with this engine because it does derail the passenger cars on some sharp turns. And that's never good. Now it's slowing down because we're going up a little grade. But if I give it more regulator, it'll just start speeding. Up and over the hill, we call that a vertical curve. See the vertical curve? Now we're trucking 22 miles per hour. That's fast for narrow gauge, folks. Here we are. We're doing 26. No, that seems a lot faster. Okay, turn off the regulator and coast. We are in coast. Actually, we need to turn the brakes on. Put on brakes, put on brakes. Not just for the curve, but because we're going to come to a stop at Red Rock Mesa here. This is the town of Red Rock Mesa. And we're just coasting in nice and easy. All right, a little bit of regulator and hit the brakes. All right, this doesn't have a full official station. It's kind of a whistle stop. It is only a small town. So there is a small platform here called Red Rock Mesa. You just get the engine past it. There you go. Red Rock Mesa. And there you go. There's the train stopped at Red Rock Mesa. Woo woo. All right. One blast, let everyone know they can get off the train. Did I overrun the switch? I did. All right, I'm going to have to set that back. And the reverser to reverse. All right, everybody, get on the train. 3 whistles to back up. That was weak. All right, regulator a little bit back because I just missed those points. I'll have to remember that in the future. There we go. Jump off the train. I don't have a brakeman, so I have to do my own switch work. All right, the tracks are now set. The points are set to take the divergent route. We are cleared to go. Oh, look what happened there. I have no idea. What the heck happened? How could that? This bug is driving me crazy. There they go. Bye. All right. Yeah, they are moving. Game uncoupled. This this could make the game unplayable. This is a very severe error. All right. So what I have to do is put on the brakes here. Each car, these are why they have brake wheels. And let's put on a link. And all these are knuckle couplers. They don't operate the way normal knuckle couplers work. Okay, there's no link or pin in here. We did put on the brake. So let's get back in the train. Back in the train and back up. Wow, that is just crazy, crazy. All right, release the brake. Give it 6% throttle. Three to back up. All right, slow down on post. Put the brake slightly on. Jump off the train. And boom, there is the connection. Jump on the train and put a pin in here. And listen for the sound. That's the sound. Remove the brake. Brake is removed. Brake is removed. Guess we can walk through the train. Hi, folks. Sorry, folks. Sorry. This will be so cool when they actually have passengers. Hopefully you can pick up passengers, drop passengers, and hopefully they're animated. That'd be really neat. Yeah, that'd just be fun walking through the cars, seeing all the people. All right. I love that I can cut through the tender too. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Next stop, Rockdale Junction. Two whistles forward. Brakes release. Reverser forward. Regulator. Reverse is actually called a Johnson bar. I don't know why they didn't call it what it is, but reverser. Weird. Maybe it's a European thing. So, Tam, are you still online? Don, are you there? Who else is watching? I don't know. I don't have it set up so I can monitor who's all watching. That's going to come later. I'm still learning how to figure out all this. Then hopefully I can get like comments. Everybody can see the comments. And since I'm just starting out, if you hit that like and subscribe, that would kind of help my channel out because I'm still just floundering here, just getting a start. There's another fella, Aardvark Games. I'll give a shout out to him. He runs some uh, railroads online too. Hope to invite him to my world, and so he can come and he can be the engineer. I'll be the conductor. That'd be fun. But anyway, we're coming into back to Rockdale Junction, just because I wanted to give you all a tour of what was happening and what's going on with the tourist train. I just want to show you a quick world that I made over the Christmas vacation. And I've been working on the lake and the other trains, 14 trains. I know we didn't count all 14 of them, but they are out there. They're all loaded and ready to go, other than that stupid that that damn bug of the uncoupling. Yay, Tim. You yeah, you're still there listening in as I always hope you do. You know, my faithful fan. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my fictional Highland Pacific. I also have some new stuff to show. My sister over New Year's made a wonderful new graphic, which we're going to use as our logo, and I'm going to pull that into OBS Studio and feature that in the future. That's going to be fun because she did Pinky and Snowball and me in a very stylized, artistic form, and looking forward to sharing that with you too. So that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to end this one here just as a tour of the fire lookouts, a tour of the lake, and a tour of the trains that are fully loaded. And on the next episodes, we'll run some of those trains, and hopefully I can have some invited guests come in and run with me. So that's it for now. Desert Charlie signing off. Remember to get your tickets with that like and subscribe. And as I always say, all aboard to destinations of fun and adventure. All right, take me a minute to shut this thing off because, bad eyes and buttons. They don't make computer buttons for old people. They just don't. Right. See you go. Thanks for watching.